Well, what's up, Aquarius, and welcome to Firestar Tarot. So before we get into your reading, you guys, don't forget there will be an extended. Now, usually the extended will be up about a week after this reading here. So just for future reference, you guys, I do upload the extendeds about a week later. Now the extended, there's only one way to get my extended, you guys, and that is through joining my channel. There is a join button below this video in the lower right hand corner, and there's also a link in the description box. It is the second tier you want, you guys. The Flaming Fire starts $14.99 a month, and that'll give you access to all my extended readings, from my twin flame to my collective readings, as well as the zodiac readings. My mother is battling stage 3 breast cancer. She is getting a double, what is it called? I always forget. Mastectomy? No, I might even be saying that wrong, but yes, both of her breasts removed. So she's going through chemo. So I've been a little bit dry on my channel, but I am back, and I had to make some changes in order to be able to, of course, give my family time. But anyways, you guys, so with that being said, again, if you guys want access to that extended, there is only one way to get the extended. That's by joining my channel. Like I said, there's a link down below and in the description box. $14.99 a month. That gives you access to everything. Now, like I said, for the past month, it's a little bit dry, but we did kick back off. I just uploaded Cancer Extended. I will be uploading Pisces, Scorpio, and Gemini and Libra all this week, you guys. So be on the lookout for that. With that being said, Aquarius, let's get into your reading. Let's pull one card to start this off. Spirit, let's get one card, please, for the heart space within Aquarius's person of interest. Show me what they're feeling. Show me how they feel for Aquarius. Show me how they're feeling for the situation around them. Let's dive deep into Aquarius's person of interest, their soul, Spirit. Diving deep into Aquarius's person of interest. Show me what they're feeling within their heart space. All right, first card. Interesting enough, the Four of Pentacles, holding on to this connection, holding on to you, holding on to things. It can become, you know, holding on to things that turn to a stingy, greedy energy. What is mine, right? A possessive energy. And I am feeling it somewhat, so we'll have to see what this is. With the Four of Pentacles, again, I do feel like whatever this is, though, that your person is holding on to within the connection, most definitely, you know, it's going to lead to stability, right? Even if it leads down that path that's negative, right, Aquarius, which means if they do get greedy, if they do get stingy and they take, you know, whatever they can, whenever they can, and, you know, again, the grabbing hands, grab all they can, right? In that energy, if your person hits that stage, you know, obviously divine's going to intervene and teach your person some lessons when it comes to that stinginess. So if you are on that end and dealing with someone who is in that negative, stingy mind state, possibly the cheater, you know, being unfaithful, never settling down, just, you know, taking financially from you or whatever this is. It does feel tangible, obviously, people, places, and things, perishable items, but at the end of the day, divine will intervene. So I do feel like in some way, shape, or form, though, you know, there's definitely an emphasis on holding on to something in their heart space, something that they do care about, okay? Now, if they don't have it, it could lead to that, you know, that envy, that jealousy, right? That jelly energy, where they may be jealous of, you know, whoever you're with, or again, whoever they're holding on to. So we will have to clarify and see exactly what they're holding on to and how that led, you know, to any type of greed, and of course the lesson learned. So Spirit, let's tap further into their emotions, and of course we'll find out, obviously, you know, what they're holding on to. You also receive the Seven of Cups, so it feels like they're holding on to these poor choices they made in some way, shape, or form. Now, you know, obviously there's going to be poor choices on both sides, right? I do feel like they've made some poor choices when it comes to love, possibly even a Cancer. Or your person may have Cancer in their chart, or you could be dealing with a Cancer. I also feel like this person just made some really poor choices when it comes to their home life, right? When it comes to where they planted their seeds. So if your person's in a relationship, you know, they are definitely realizing that they've made some poor choices within that relationship, maybe even the start of the relationship itself, or where the relationship is going. Now, for those of you guys not dealing with someone in a relationship, this is just, you know, financially, commitments when it comes to work, when it comes to profession, right? Or even creating something that'll lead to that ultimate abundance. At the end of the day, when it comes to love, they've made poor choices, right? They've made poor choices when it comes to their decisions, who they chose to love, who they allowed to love them. I feel like this person doesn't know in this current energy, or at least in the current energy of these two cards, you know, they're not seeing the poor choices themselves. They're just looking at it, realizing that they're not happy and they must have gone wrong. They must have made the wrong decision somewhere, right? I don't see them really seeing the difference between a destined and fated life. And if they do understand that concept, they're just not paying attention to it, right? They're not giving it any importance in their life. And so there are poor choices still being made in this energy. Now, I do feel like something's calling them, okay? I do feel like something is calling them to acknowledge what they're, again, what they're currently going through. And this is where those poor choices are starting to be acknowledged in some way, shape, or form. Again, they may not be addressing it as far as, okay, I made this decision, this is where I went wrong, but they're definitely starting to look around them and realize that they've made poor choices, that there are poor choices in front of them that they have still continued to be in, right? And again, holding on to you is what I feel here, right? Holding on to you even during all these poor choices, right? And maybe, again, circling back to this energy with you and holding on to you, you know, realizing they made a poor choice with you in the past. Sorry, Aquarius. Realizing that they made a poor choice with you in the past, right? Again, I feel like this person is really just contemplating their choices in general. I don't really feel like they realize where they actually went wrong, but I feel like they're looking back and almost evaluating, right, their problems, the things that they were afraid of, right? So if they were ever afraid to commit to you, they're definitely thinking about it in this energy. If they were afraid to give you their emotions or, you know, or even take your emotions, right? Or allow you to give them any room to grow emotionally. It's like it just didn't happen. It's like they denied it, or they just chose to make poor choices surrounding it. And again, I feel like this circles them even financially. I don't feel like this is just emotionally here. You know, I feel like in their heart, they're hurting because they know that they've made poor choices and it affected them all around, not only when it comes to their relationship, but when it comes to their finances too, you know? I do feel like this person really cares about their body, about their image, okay? And I do feel like a part of them is empty, and this is why they hold on to you. Spirit, let's get one more card here. One more card for the heart space for Aquarius' person of interest, please. Going back to these problems and fears, because that is the Seven of Cups, I just saw feminine karmic. I did write on these cards, on two of the blank cards. I believe they were the Joker cards, or like blank cards that came with the deck. I wrote karmic feminine and karmic masculine. I just saw the karmic feminine. Your person could be dealing with a karmic feminine, doesn't have to be, or your person could be a karmic feminine or affected by a feminine energy that is just not the best for them, but they will learn something from, okay? So whether this is a mom, an auntie, a friend, you know, a partner, a coworker, there's definitely some negative influence from a feminine energy in their life. Grounding so far, we do have the Knight of Cups, wanting to make an offer, a more mature offer at that. Your person also received two cards, the Eight of Coins and the Tower. Okay, so the Eight of Pentacles and the Tower, evaluating things, really thinking about things overall. And of course, I already kind of touched on that with the Seven of Cups, right? When it came to their poor choices, right? But look, this, like I said, it was like divine, it's not that divine intervened, but clearly they're learning from whatever these poor choices are, right? Still holding on to you, really evaluating all of these options, all of these choices, and now evaluating making an offer that's more mature, something that lasts longer, because again, they're living in these poor choices. So financially, you know, there's room for improvement. Emotionally, there's room for improvement. Excuse me, I can barely talk today, Aquarius. But look, now here we are, this divine intervention. So here we have it, divine intervention itself with the Tower, okay? Now in the upright, they haven't learned the lesson. This is why divine intervenes in the first place, right? It feels like endings. It feels like double endings here with this Tower. It feels like their world has come crashing down twice. And so I almost feel like, and going back to this holding on to you energy, Aquarius, right? It feels like there was an ending in the past between you two. So I do feel someone from your past clearly, right? And it just tends to be what it is. I tend to channel for separation, no communication. It is what it is, right? Not always, but most of the time. This feels like the first time things ended, that they still held on to you, whether they express this or not. They still held on to you even during those poor choices. And again, really evaluating this over and over again to the point where divine has to intervene, because even though they evaluate it and they think about taking action towards you, right, making an offer with you, divine still has to step in, which means they don't learn their lesson. So it's feeling like they keep making these poor choices over and over again, even though they've evaluated it, right? So there's something here they're not seeing. Again, remember, going back to what I was feeling, Aquarius, feeling like they haven't really seen that. It's like they know that they're in poor choices, right? Because they're not happy, but they haven't really attained something in this evaluation that makes them see that bad decision that they're making, where they're actually going wrong, their problem. This feels like they haven't gone within, right? I'm seeing the Hermit in the reverse in my mind. It's like they haven't gone within. They haven't looked in the mirror and realized that the issue is the choices they're making, not the problems around them. Holding on to things that are greedy, holding on to things that are tangible, that perish, right? This person most definitely, again, with those grabbing hands, it feels like this person just took what they wanted when they wanted, and they keep trying to evaluate why things are going wrong, and they're not realizing it's because they keep taking everything for themselves instead of realizing that that's the problem. Obviously, I want to get one more card to finish off this overall energy. If we can get one more card. So far, your person has 4 cards with the 4 of coins. Again, remember what I was saying in the very beginning, that divine will intervene so that the lesson is learned, okay? And it feels like your person for a long time didn't learn their lesson here, Aquarius, and so divine intervenes and it's going to teach them what that lesson is. So Spirit, let's finish this out with one more card, Spirit, when it comes to Aquarius, this person of interest, their heart space, please. One more card for their emotions. Show me what their soul desires. Show me how they're feeling for Aquarius, please. A lot of hesitation, Spirit. Let's get one more card when it comes to how this person is feeling for my Aquarius, please. Show me this person's soul. Show me this person's heart space. Show me their emotions and how they're feeling for Aquarius, please. Okay, it wanted to come out, but it didn't come out and I didn't see it. All right, final shuffle, Aquarius. Spirit, let's get one more card for Aquarius, this person of interest, Spirit. Show me their heart. Show me their emotions. Show me how they're feeling for Aquarius, please. The Knight of Wands. They want to take action towards you, Aquarius. Feeling intimidated by you, but wanting to take action towards you. Grounding the overall energy with the High Priestess. So they're most definitely trusting their intuition, but they're keeping it a secret, right? They haven't told you this, so this does feel like no communication. And if there is communication, I mean, this is minimal communication. This is not telling you how they feel. Not telling you that they're afraid here because they've made poor choices. They continue to make poor choices. It feels like this person is seeing, right? It's like they see that they keep making the wrong choices because they go after lusty, tangible, perishable things that don't last forever, things that are meant to fall apart. And it's like they get burned by these things over and over again. It leads them to not having happiness, right? But it leaves them with just, again, destruction and chaos. So evaluating it to the point where it's like they see that they're doing something wrong, but they don't make that decision to actually change it. And this is where divine intervenes. Like I said, at the end of the day, though, Aquarius, this person has deep feelings for you. This person holds on to you. This person holds on to the thought of creating with you in the 3D world, right? But they're also still making poor choices. And of course, this is why, again, divine steps in. I do feel like this person's trying to save. It feels like this person, honestly, Aquarius, it feels like this person feels like the only way I can really fix this is if I get really financially secure, right? This is how I can make my decisions, being really firm financially, right? It feels like this person, and I feel like, again, this does lead to that, again, because divine steps in and they'll learn their lesson and they will become stable. They're going to become that much more stable because of, again, living that cycle of poor options over and over again. It's like inside their intuition is telling them, you know, there's something with you, right? This is why, again, they question why they're holding on to you, because again, that's that, you know, that's that destined path. You know, it's the questions you always want answers to, but it's the answers that you don't get until it's just It's meant to be exposed. It's meant to be seen, right? So it's always questioning in this energy, why do I hold on to Aquarius? Why have I chosen to make these poor choices and go after those tangible, lusty things that end instead of holding on to that long term, holding on to what I know is stable, right? When they trust their intuition tells them, right, that this is it. This is stability. This is long term. This is that happy home. But in some way, shape, or form, they rob themselves and they go after those tangible poor choices, right? Those lusty poor choices again. So deep down underneath it all, at the end of the day, Aquarius, this person trusts their intuition and they're called to you, but they still make these poor choices, right? They don't learn their lesson. Even though they evaluate over and over again, at the end of the day, divine has to step in. And, you know, with that Nine of Wands, yes, the Nine of Wands, they want to take action towards you. And that's what that divine intervention does. It makes them acknowledge where they went wrong in the first place so that they can change that outcome. Again, their intuition is guiding them to you. They've been holding on to you. And divine's going to help them here when it comes to seeing those poor choices they've made. All right. Clarifying the Four of Coins with justice. Most definitely here, Aquarius. Okay, Libra energy. This person holds on to justice with you, the thought of justice with you. Temperance in reverse. It's taking too long. They may have taken too long. They may be questioning if they've taken too long. Feeling like it's taking forever. Knight of Fire. Okay, Knight of Wands, Knight of Fire, same card. Again, this person's taking action towards you. This person's headed in your direction. Even though they're making poor choices here, they haven't started this. Look, they haven't started it, right? Because they still don't love and respect themselves here with the Two of Wands in reverse. Readers don't discuss enough the Two of Wands and the true meaning behind the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is about loving and respecting yourself and starting a journey. Actually, you know, coming into balance with yourself when it comes to love and respect. So the Two of Wands in the reverse is not loving and respecting yourself, because 2 really is the first number if you think about it, but it requires balance, right? Balance with self. So a path on self that has not been had, right? The Two of Wands in the reverse is a path of not respecting yourself, not respecting what your intuition is telling you, not respecting yourself enough to look in the mirror and see the poor choices you're making. Again, this is a poor choice. This is a poor choice when it comes to respect and love. This also creates blockages when it comes to creation. So again, there was something going on within the way they were evaluating and still making these poor choices. And that's why divine has to step in, because they want to take action towards you, right? They hold on to you. They hold on to, again, creating with you and that stable long-term connection with you in the end. They want justice with you, but they know they're dragging their feet here. There's an issue with time. They are taking too long, right? Again, they're going after you, but at the end of the day, they don't love and respect themselves fully. And that's the issue. And this is why divine intervenes. Grounding this first energy here with the Four of Pentacles with the Nine of Pentacles, Venus and Virgo. This is that energy of becoming independent. So remember when I was saying, I feel like this person feels like they have to have all the money, like they have to be really firm and stable financially in order to be able to offer this to you. And this feels like that's what that poor choice is, right? For some of you guys, like I said, that are dealing with someone who is in a relationship or, you know, has left you for someone else, or, you know, who you may have met when they were in a commitment, and it's just, you know, they chose to stay in this commitment aside from you. It feels like, for those of you guys, not all of you guys, that's just for some of you guys, it does feel like, again, this person may be in this connection for financial reasons, and that's the poor choice. For others of you guys, again, where this person just is making really poor choices, and there's definitely some outer influence that could be affecting this, and those are those poor choices, right? It just feels like at the end of the day, this person does have to gain some form of stability in order to make this decision. But I also feel like their focus on that is what actually drags this out for so long, right? They think that money is going to fix this. They think that stability is going to fix this. And yes, it will, but not in the concept of the tangible things, right? So it feels like your person thinks that the dollar bill is going to create the stability, which, yes, after the work has been put in, and yes, your stability can lead to financial success, most definitely, but it's not the paper bill that actually makes the stability, right? So you can try to make that stable financial money all you want, but at the end of the day, if you're not stable inside with the decisions you're making, it's still going to fall apart, right? And that was that kind of greedy energy I was feeling from the very get-go, Aquarius. But at the end of the day, this person does have to become independent. This person does have to become stable. But again, this is that looking within. Remember when I was telling you I was the Virgo energy, I was seeing that hermit. This is the need to go within, the need to look in the mirror, the need to realize that the poor choices are being had, what those poor choices are. And again, learning the lesson so that those poor choices aren't made again. That is the most importance here, because it feels like your person keeps repeating a lot of cycles of doing the same thing over and over again. Okay, again, the tower really signifies doing the same thing over and over again, not changing the outcome. Okay, Spirit, let's go ahead and take a look at the Seven of Cups, the Two of Air. Your person needs to make a decision when it comes to these poor choices. Again, with Libra energy, you could be dealing with a Libra. It doesn't have to be Aquarius. You could also just have Libra in your chart being an air sign. The World card in reverse, Saturn energy, needing to make a decision when it comes to the things that aren't appreciated. Okay, so it really feels like this person, your person here, emotionally, look, there's the Tower in reverse, the need to change the outcome. It feels like your person is having to live in these poor choices. Maybe that's what this divine intervention was, because the same thing, again, is applying over and over again with your person. Yes, they hold on to you. Yes, when they trust their intuition, they know that the long term is with you. It's like, this person feels like no matter what, at the end of the day, you are that long term. So it feels like they can just kind of pitter patter in between until that time comes, right? That's that greedy energy I was feeling, Aquarius. But this person didn't appreciate you. Why? Because they didn't love and respect themselves. Therefore, they couldn't appreciate what was good in front of them. So now they're having to live a life, a cycle in that energy, right? Because that's the choice they made. So naturally, that energy is going to it's going to shift that way. In other words, they are now living in this cycle where they do not appreciate what is around them because they made that choice to not appreciate. Therefore, they're being, disrespected. They are being constantly tested with conflict and arguments surrounding, again, the lack of respect, the lack of loyalty, the lack of companionship. You get what I'm saying? Again, that bad cycle, again, making those choices to not appreciate, not respect, and not love. So this is that cycle they're living in, right? But what divine is saying here is with this double tower energy is that's exactly what this is. This is that learning lesson. This is a karmic cycle. This is why I saw karmic feminine when I was shuffling that deck. Again, this is going back to that energy of feminine meaning emotions. So they are learning. They are on a karmic cycle when it comes to their heart, the choices they made emotionally. Okay, so the decisions they did make that they are currently in, the things that they love to do, the things that they loved and made a choice to go after are not respecting and loving them. They are not aligning up. This is what's going to create that different outcome. We do have Mars energy. And we also have Saturn energy on the table, and Venus. With Venus, this is speaking again on harmony. Again, because remember, they weren't loving and respecting themselves, Aquarius, right? So again, it's almost like this person needs that independence to be able to love and respect themselves. This independence will lead to that respect, right? So in other words here, Aquarius, this person has to become independent. This person has to become single. And again, take themselves out of this poor choice to be able to even address why they still hold on to you and why they feel like you are their long-term stability, right? They're still in this juggling energy. They haven't made this decision. They need to make a decision to bring balance. This is why there's an emphasis on justice, an emphasis on Libra energy, needing to make a decision to balance the scales to be able to bring justice in the future, to be able to bring balance and harmony in the future. But again, I'm going back to this energy of independence with your person. They have to maintain this path to self, this independence, right? They have to make the decision to say, you know what? I'm no longer going to make these poor choices. I am going to become stable on my own. I am going to look in the mirror. I'm going to assume my responsibilities. I'm going to love and respect myself. And I'm going to choose next time because I'm changing the outcome to actually appreciate them, right? So again, it's going from an energy of not appreciating, not respecting, and not loving to needing to love, respect, and appreciate self in order to love and appreciate and respect others. So it feels like in past energy, Aquarius, honestly, this person didn't love and respect you or appreciate you because they didn't know how to love, respect, or appreciate themselves. Period. At the end of the day, that was those poor choices made. That was their karmic cycle that they had to live in, those poor choices. Spirit, let's get a few more cards. The struggle is Ace of Water, Ace of Cups, love, right? This feels like they, in their past, struggled with the abuse of love. Okay, they didn't know how to love right. Again, they made poor choices when it comes to love. They just didn't know how to make the right decisions, and they didn't know how to assume responsibility, look in the mirror, and change that. I do see this changing, though. I do. With the Tower, again, we saw it in the upright. I also saw it grounding earlier, in the reverse, changing the outcome because of this karmic cycle. So I do feel like your person is in between cycles. Your person is getting out of a karmic cycle where they are about to realize those poor choices they made. They are about to go on a path to becoming independent and single, to, again, going after what it is that they feel they deserve. So there's this energy of, again, living in this cycle where they're having people around them not appreciate them, right? And so they're really feeling like they deserve more. And so this is that energy. They start to think about this energy of holding on to things with you and how they deserve more. Excuse me. Spirit, let's get one more card here for the Seven of Cups, please. One more card here for the Seven of Cups. So I do feel like they're in transition. I do feel like they're going out of a cycle, out of a karmic cycle where there's not love, where there's not appreciation, and they're moving forward to this energy of appreciating and loving. So self and others, right? As within, so without. Queen of Fire, fire and water energy, most definitely, right? They're trusting their intuition. This is going back to this High Priestess, but they're keeping this in, okay? They are thinking about a new cycle where there is balance and harmony, right? Where there is stability. They hold on to this idea of stable emotions, stable love, long-term love that doesn't go anywhere, and having that long-term with you. The energy is here. They do want you, right? Aquarius, here's your energy. They do want you. They dream of the future with you. You are their dreams come true. You are their wishes. You are what they wish for at night when they look up into the sky and they wish on a star. You are that energy to them. They're trusting their intuition, and their intuition is nudging them when it comes to you, right? So divine is stepping in. Divine is intervening. Virgo energy, here it is. They're going to be going within. What did I say, right? This is that learning lesson. You are basically seeing here, Aquarius, Ace of Air, look, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, again, wanting to communicate and take action towards you. I can't make this up, right? Walking away with the Eight of Cups from these poor choices, okay? Scorpio energy. But there's still this evaluating this over and over in their head, right? With this Eight of Pentacles, really thinking about where they've planted their seeds, how it's produced, and more importantly, where they want to plant their seeds in the next cycle, because this is an 8. This is like the evaluation. This is looking back at that cycle that's about to end. Remember, I told you they're in transition, Aquarius. They're going from a cycle of not communicating, not giving you love, not accepting your love, not allowing you to have any part of their love, giving that love to someone else, again, a poor choice, a karmic cycle, whether this was the love of, again, family, friends, a job, the lusty, tangible things, at the end of the day, it didn't produce. And this person, your person, started realizing that they had to walk away from this poor choice. They had to walk away from this energy. They needed to make the decision to learn to love and respect themselves, to assume that responsibility and change that outcome. Again, Four of Earth, they hold on to this thought of changing the outcome with you and having justice with you, walking away from this poor choice. They evaluate why they hold on so long, why they can't let go of you, why they took actions away from you with the Knight of Pentacles, why they never created anything with you. Spirit, show me more of this evaluation, please. Yeah, in their head, it feels like every time they evaluate this over and over again, it's like they know the decision. They know where they fucked up now, right? It feels like for a long time they didn't, but it feels like that's what this transition is. It feels like this energy of things not changing, divine stepping in, and now all of a sudden this person, changing and actually making a decision to go after what will fulfill them, what would make them happy. Again, this stable long term, not this going after things that fall apart, right? Not this poor choice energy. Feels like they really have a fear of making a poor choice again because of the choices they made that left to this empty feeling. They're not being respected. They're not being appreciated. So they feel worthless. They feel like they lack. They are empty inside. This is why divine is stepping in, because at the end of the day, your person has been depleted, right? They have been depleted like they depleted you, right? That's that karma. That's that learning lesson. That's that energy of, again, not appreciating. But at the end of the day, this person evaluates, okay, Aquarius? They evaluate and they make that decision. They evaluate why they never took that action with you. And of course, this is why they know that they need to go after that happiness, because again, they're thinking, why do I hold on to Aquarius? Why do I hold on to happiness with Aquarius? I know I need to make this decision, okay? Seven of Cups in the reverse. I see my poor choices. So this person does evaluate and see the poor choices that were made. This person does learn the lesson, okay? They learn their lesson when it comes to the things that never changed. Things that never changed within this energy, right? So the things that never changed, or you felt were never going to change with this person, that they would never change about them, they changed here. Queen of Cups. Why? Because they don't have unconditional love. They don't have the love that it is that they want. Again, they're not being respected emotionally, right? Neptune energy, the Hanged One. They're no longer stuck. Okay, look, straight up, Aquarius, they've evaluated things here and realizing that within this choice that was made, there was no love, there was no respect, there was no appreciation. This is what actually stopped them from communicating and taking action with you in the first place, was this poor choice. Was this poor choice that they knew that they needed to walk away from. Why? Leo energy in the reverse, because it's weak. Because it creates weaknesses within them. Knight of Air. This weakness is what gets them to take action. This is what lights that match under their ass that makes them take off fast. This is like a change overnight, a change in the wind, right? Yeah, I don't feel like they're communicating. Yeah, I feel like they're holding this back. Yeah, I feel like this is a separation, most definitely, right? Because there isn't harmony within your person. Your person has to become in harmony in order to have a harmonious connection with you. And this is what this feels like. This person feels weak for their poor choices. This person feels they are weak because of their poor choices. They do need to become independent to be able to rejuvenate their energy. Spirit, show me this Tower. Yep, as within, so without. I can't make it up. They have to learn as within, so without, in order to have that connection that is harmonious and balanced, right? Where there's love, respect, and appreciation. They have to love, respect, and appreciate themselves. That's what the Six of Pentacles is. As within, so without. This person gains it. This person achieves that here. Spirit, why is this Tower here? Show me this divine intervention. The High Priestess. They denied their intuition over and over again. Their intuition told them. That's why they held on to you. Their intuition's been telling them, yep, that's the toxicity. At the end of the day, Aquarius, your person's toxicity is the fact that they didn't trust their intuition. Their intuition was holding on to you for a reason. Their intuition was nudging them to tell them that they were making poor choices. That you, Aquarius, were their wishes, you know, their fulfillment, their wishes come true, their dream come true, their gift from God, right? That this would be that, that equal exchange of love, right? The toxicity was that they denied their intuition. That they kept what they felt a secret. The things that they held on to. Again, they chose to make those poor choices and walk away from what they knew their intuition was telling them was right. Their intuition is also telling them to become independent and to still be drawn to you here. Again, they're being drawn to you. Their intuition is nudging them when it comes to you. The toxicity is them denying this, keeping that a secret. Keeping the secret that they want justice, they want balance with you, that they want to become independent and walk away from this poor choice to be able to advance and take action towards you. Again, their learning lesson, the toxicity, the learning lesson with your person, again, goes back to them learning to love and respect and appreciate themselves, therefore to be able to love and appreciate and respect you. The toxicity was, again, their own self not trusting their intuition when it came to the things they were holding on to, the things that they held on to even when they made the poor choices to go into another, again, cycle without what it was that they were holding on to. the manifestation card, right? The Magician, number 1. This is the gift from divine. Prepare for a beginning. What to do first. Divine intervened because your person didn't know what to do first, because there was toxicity, because they were denying their intuition. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. This is why they abandoned you. This is why divine intervened. Because in this energy, they're going to continue to make poor choices. Divine intervenes so that this person couldn't hurt you. The Fool card in the reverse. This person didn't take that risk. This person had the power to be able to create over and over again with you, but their energy had never changed. Their energy leading up into this moment hadn't changed. So divine intervened. Divine intervened because your person denied their intuition. They kept abandoning their gift from God. They chose to not change, but they had the power to create. This is, again, why divine intervenes. Divine saves you from this person hurting you, because this person was never going to take a risk with you in this energy. Because, again, they weren't seeing their own problem in the first place. They do, like I said, right? Yeah, there's that Tower. They do change the outcome, though. So don't get, like, discouraged with this reading. Obviously, we're about to get into this Knight of Wands. Grounding the energy with the 8 of Air. They're in their head over this. They're in their head over changing the outcome. This feels like, Aquarius, your person has evaluated this to the point where now they're seeing. They're seeing their toxicity. They're seeing why they left you out in the cold. Because they didn't love and respect themselves. This is because of divine. They're in their head. Divine's intervention was to put them in their head. In the mind of maniacs. When it comes to being disrespected, not appreciated, not loved, not having unconditional love, that nurturing, safe love, peaceful, harmonious love. They've been in a disturbance for a while. They've been in chaos and confusion for a while. They've been in their head for a while. That was divine intervention. Again, that was the only way divine could get your person to see their poor choices. Spirit, show me this action with the Knight of Wands. Show me this action emotionally with the Knight of Wands, Spirit. Show me this Knight of Wands energy, please. Spirit, show me the Knight of Wands energy when it comes to the actions that Aquarius is person of interest. Wow. Very beautiful energy with the 6 of Cups in reverse. As a reader, the way I read the 6 of Cups in the reverse is renewal itself, returning back to someone from the past. In the reverse, this is actually rekindling with someone from the past. This is actually no longer being in nostalgia over the past, but actually bringing this past into the future. At the end of the day, Aquarius, this person wants to return back. They abandoned you in the past. That was their toxicity of not loving and respecting, therefore not taking that risk, right? Not taking that chance with you because they couldn't love and respect, or at least appreciate that risk of loving and respecting you, because they weren't even willing to take that risk on themselves. Again, they went after tangible things. They made poor choices. They've evaluated this now. Divine has stepped in and intervened, put them in their head, put them in their mind of maniacs. And now they're wanting to take action towards you and to fix this abandoned energy. Okay, this is a new way of thinking for your person, Aquarius. Okay, this is a new way of, being, right? A new way of thinking, a new way of taking action, a new way of communicating. This is also air and earth energy, therefore a new stable way of thinking, okay? And returning back and fixing, right? No longer being in nostalgia, but actually having. 7 of earth, this is that energy of facing their fears when it comes to the tangible world, right? So there was definitely this fear with your person of creating with you, but again, that's going back to these fears, surface fears, but it all comes from, again, that lack of love and respect, okay? So again, wow, Page of Water, again, not making you that offer, denying that offer with you, right? They're definitely thinking about taking action towards you after denying this offer of love, or after denying your offer of love. Yeah, 5 of Cups. They're afraid they may miss that opportunity with you. Okay? They're afraid of the opportunity that they could miss with you. And so it's almost like, because of that fear of being afraid to lose you, they're wanting to create with you. They're wanting to take action. They're wanting to fix the past. They're wanting to rewrite the past, which you can't really rewrite the past, but I get it. They're trying to fix those problems. Interesting enough, the Six of Fire is here. The Six of Wands, victory, success. This person changes the outcome with the Tower. I do feel emotional stability here because of it. So Aquarius, most definitely, I feel like this person's coming back into your energy, and I feel like the outcome's going to change. I mean, obviously, it's up to you whether or not, you know, your intuition is telling you to, you know, allow this or not. This person's going to be taking action, okay? And they have denied your offer in the past. They're afraid they're going to miss an opportunity in the future, so there are fears here. Again, Aquarius, this person knows where they went wrong. It was the fact that they didn't love and respect themselves. Again, this was divine who put them there to realize that, right? Always give thanks to God here. So yeah, I do feel like this person's taking action towards you, again, because divine has showed them their poor choices and what is the right decision to make, what is going to bring, you know, that balance, that peace, and that harmony, that love and respect, that unconditional love that it is that they want, right? What it is that their intuition is telling them they deserve, what is guiding them, right? Choosing the destined life over this fated poor choice, right? Again, that's what this is coming down to. So I do want to clear off the table for you, Aquarius, and get some ending advice. So I will be right back. All right, Aquarius, let's go ahead and get some ending advice for you when it comes to this connection with this person. Spirit, let's get some ending advice for Aquarius, please. Ending advice for Aquarius. Grounding your overall advice with love, allow it to pour in and out of you. So clearly, your person wants unconditional love. Your advice is grounded by allowing your love to flow. You received dream, build castles in the sky. So keep dreaming. I do feel like you're manifesting this person, Aquarius, in some way, shape, or form. I feel like you've dreamt of this. You've dreamt of growing with this person, overcoming, you know, the limits, overcoming the obstacles and the challenges with this person. And again, I feel like things are growing, and universe is telling you to keep dreaming, keep manifesting, to allow your love to continue to be felt. It feels like energetically here, Aquarius, you've been pouring your heart out to this person, maybe not in the tangible physical world, but most definitely spiritually you have. Again, this is why I feel like, you know, again, both of you guys are being called to each other. Again, divine orchestration, I'm most definitely feeling, right? I do see growth happening, right? Let go, relax, and release. But I do feel like, obviously, Aquarius, you're really thinking about this person to the point where it may drive you crazy, right? You may need to let go of, you know, the now. We did see, again, kind of that dragging of the feet energy a little bit, right? Again, repeating, you know, taking forever to learn the lesson. So I definitely see where you could definitely get frustrated, right? Waiting for this person to learn their lesson, right? Feeling like they're taking forever to learn their lesson. Universe wants you to let go, just to release that. Allow them to take whatever time's needed here to grow. Keep dreaming, keep chasing your dreams. Keep allowing your flow of emotions to come in and out, right? If you want to cry, cry. If you want to smile, smile. If you want to experience a relationship with someone else, do it. If you don't, then don't, right? But let go of that waiting. Let go of the growth that's not taking place, or the growth that you can't see taking place, okay? Keep dreaming. Don't give up. We also have joy. Your inner child is here to play, right? So I do feel like a lot of you guys, Aquarius, you know, maybe feeling a little stuck by this connection, stuck by, you know, the stagnation of this connection, or again, your person taking too long, right? Or feeling like they're taking too long. Overall, Spirit's really asking you just to let that go and to live your life, to experience life, and give this person the time that's needed in order for them to grow. And in that meantime, again, you know, have fun, right? Relax, let go, right? Free yourself from any restraints of this connection, right? Of when it's going to happen. I think you get what I'm saying, right? But I do want to go ahead and tap in deeper to your overall advice. Spirit, let's get one more card of advice, please. One more ending out card of advice. Spirit, show me what I need to see for Aquarius, please. You received the Hag of the South Desert, number 8. Okay, grounded by Dance of the Rebel Heathens, number 46. So definitely endings and beginnings, evaluating the endings and beginnings, the cycles with this person, right? This is the card of joy. This is the card of happiness. Again, really lining up with this joy. Needing to live your life for you instead of evaluating things so much, or maybe using the things that you've evaluated with this connection and just things in general, Aquarius, to find happiness, right? I also feel like the things that are driving you insane in your in your mind over this connection are going to lead to your happiness, okay? And we also saw this with your person's energy as well. They were really evaluating things too. And again, knowing at the end of the day that both of you guys going through your obstacles when it comes to, again, those things you're evaluating. Why did you make the choices you made? Again, any type of regret or, remorse. This is that energy of having happiness because of that, right? Having bliss, joy because of these things that are being evaluated. Love comes and goes. Look within to find it again, right? Looking within, the inner child, finding joy. It feels like what really calls this person to you is how happy you are, how much unconditional love you have for yourself, and how innocent you are. And so this is where universe is really asking you to possess that innocence again, possess that happiness again. Because remember, your person is coming in the energy of looking for love, looking for unconditional love. And if your focus has been on this person and why things aren't growing with this person, most definitely you can lose that happiness. You can lose that inner joy because you allow the thought of what you don't have to consume you. And so universe is asking you to, again, focus on what makes you happy, right? What made you happy before you met this person, right? That attracted this person to you in the first place, right? Bring back that inner youth, that inner, childlike energy, that innocent energy before this person hurt you, is what universe is saying. Grounding the energy with the dance of the rebel heathens, again, number 46, with the endings and beginnings, number 10, right? This is celebration. This is like the Four of Wands. You'll have celebration by doing so, okay? So by, again, allowing that toxicity of what this person has done, seeing your growth, chasing your dreams, and allowing that love to come in and out, right? Releasing the toxicity will lead to that celebration. It'll lead to that long-term, forever happy home that you're wanting with this person. Don't take things so serious. Loosen up the chains and live. This is also that energy of let go, right? So with that being said, Aquarius, let go. Let go of the things that don't bring you joy, the things that disturb you or create, again, havoc within your mind. Find peace and happiness. Live your life. Find that youth. Find that person before this person damaged you. Again, Aquarius, with that being said, that is all I have for you guys this week. The extended, I'll see y'all next week for. We're going to tap into your person's mental space. Yep, their psyche. We're going to take a look at what they're thinking, their actions, the outcome from their point of view. We're going to look at it all, their dreams, everything, all right? So with that being said, Aquarius, again, for those of you guys going into the extended, I'll see you there next week. For those of you guys not going into the extended, I'll see you this week again for the weekly numerology horoscope. Definitely be on the lookout for that. That should be uploaded tomorrow for your sign. With that being said, Aquarius, again, I love you guys. Namaste. Stay blessed, fam. Bye.